Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another MCU ranking today because this past weekend was Marvel Comic-Con. Friday they did the Marvel animation panel, and then yesterday they just did the live action stuff for the panel. And as I was going through it, as they basically updated the Phase 4 slate as it's ending with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, or really the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. And then they announced Phase 5 and 6. But if I'm being honest, there are some projects in there, they didn't announce everything that they were planning. They didn't put everything in here. So like Spider-Man 4 wasn't announced, Shang-Chi 2 wasn't in here, Deadpool 3, Marvel, even the stuff that they announced yesterday with Spider-Man Freshman Year, Marvel Zombies, What If Season 2, all that stuff, it wasn't in that slate. So where exactly is that going to be? We don't know. But I do want to rank these other projects that will be coming to the MCU sometime, whenever, if they're going to cancel it or something. Because they wouldn't just announce it if they're not making it. So here's my ranking of all the MCU projects that don't have release dates yet. So this is actually going to be a Disney Plus special that's meant to actually represent the Halloween special for the MCU and introducing this Werewolf by Night character. I actually have no idea who this is. I'm just kind of excited for it because it's MCU and it's coming out around Halloween time. That's pretty much it, so I don't have much to say about this special. Now for me, I was a little bit mixed with the first Shang-Chi film. I do like the film, don't get me wrong, it's good. Great action sequences, cool characters, cool special effects, cool world building, all that stuff was cool. Just was a little bit disappointed with the third act and the way that it all leads up to just attacking monsters and all that. But with this movie, I have a little bit faith as it could be a little bit better. As you know, Shang-Chi's sister is now in charge of the 10 rings, but if I'm being honest, the 10 ring stuff, all that, it's kind of the only thing I'm excited for. Like, I don't know what we could do with Shang-Chi and Kate. Maybe the film can continue with what happened at the end when Wong recruits them. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it will lead it into something big. I hope it does. I'm excited to see more awesome action. I hope it actually focuses more on the awesome action in this film, but still has the little special effects and stuff, and has all the cool little stuff in it. So I'm still excited for the film. Now this character of Wonder Man, I've heard a lot about in Marvel Comics and stuff, but to be honest with you, once again, much like Werewolf by Night, I have no idea who this character is. I would say I'm a little bit more interested into him in this project, in this TV show, more than Shang-Chi 2, mainly because I think he will be a lot more interesting character. He has strength, muscular abilities, where he can punch people in the face, so I think it will be more interesting than Shang-Chi 2, but like I said, I don't know too much about the character, so I can't really talk about it. Now for me, I love the world of Wakanda. I love exploring it. I personally cannot wait to get more of it in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I honestly don't know how you can make a Wakanda series, because while you are exploring it, the Black Panther films already are exploring it. Though I feel like if you explore a different part of it but have a simple story, then I think that's going to be awesome. And you could have so many different characters, but I'm a little bit skeptical as to how the story of a Wakandan series can happen. So this special is actually supposed to plan to come out in December of this year. Basically, so if you think about it, Guardians of the Galaxy the Holiday Special is technically supposed to be the last thing of Phase 4. So the last four projects of Phase 4 are I Am Groot, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and then Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. And just speaking of that, and I probably should have included it in my ranking of all the upcoming MCU projects of phases 4 through 5. I mean, phases 4 through 6. But I don't know. They didn't really announce it in the panel, so I decided not to include it. Only the ones that were included. And honestly, I am excited for this project. It has me intrigued that this project is coming out 5 months before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out. I'm excited to see that this special is supposed to have introduced the most powerful character in the Marvel Universe, which I'm assuming is like Santa Claus. So that's cool, but we don't know too much about it, so I am actually kind of excited that we'll actually get something lighthearted in the MCU, because much like Hawkeye we got last year was very lighthearted, we could also get something very lighthearted with Guardians of the Galaxy in Christmas this year, so I'm very excited for that. Now this is a show that I've always been excited for whenever they announced it back on Disney Plus Day, and to be clear, I think this is going to be a very good show. Of course, the stuff that we got in the comic book panel, where we basically get like this whole new team of Shang-Chi, Kate Bishop, Yelena Belova, Miss Marvel, Jimmy Woo with his battle form, Red Guardian, Death Dealer, and then like all these other characters, basically assembling the Phase 4 characters together to stop this zombie invasion. I just think that's such a very cool way to tie it in, and if they actually continue it after the What If episode, I would love that. And then even when you get the zombified characters with Captain Marvel, Captain America with no legs, Okoye, Abomination, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye with arrows sticking out of him, and Ghost, all that looks awesome. And the fact that this is going to be the first rated R MCU project just makes me so happy as they're building, they're doing big stuff. And as they added Deadpool 2 and Logan on Disney Plus this past weekend, that's a great announcement along with that. So that just tells me that Marvel's going big with the MCU projects that they have planned. Now for me, I was a huge fan of the first season of What If, and granted, we didn't get too much announcements for the comic book panel, but the stuff that we did get I thought was awesome, and I think just exploring the multiverse in this show is awesome. Just the episodes that we're getting with an Hela episode, an Odin versus Mandarin episode, a Captain Carter meets Winter Soldier type episode, and then Tony on Sakaar, basically Iron Man Ragnarok for ya. The episodes ideas of these episodes sound really cool, especially the Hela and Odin Mandarin episode. Like, that sounds very, very interesting to me. But to be clear, I'm very excited for this season. And the fact that Captain Carter is going to be one of the returning characters to this series makes me think that they're doing something very important with her. Though they're probably just returning her for the Captain Carter Winter Soldier episode. But who knows? She probably could be one of the returning characters for the Guardians of the Multiverse, and she could be the leader of new characters that will be part of this team. But I'm actually very excited for this season, and I cannot wait to see it in early 2023. If it's going to come out, because it doesn't look like it's coming in Phase 5 or Phase 6. Who knows, though? Now, when they announced this series, I was actually really excited. I think that the idea of making a series about about the weapons of Stark technology getting in the wrong hands and people going to stop that, it's actually quite interesting. And having War Machine in the lead. I think that's a really good idea. Bringing back some of the Iron Man characters like Pepper and Morgan and then Happy, bringing them into the picture is great. Probably bringing Harley from Iron Man 3 in, possibly bringing in White Vision in from WandaVision since he just flew off somewhere and he could probably help out doing this stuff. So personally, I think it's a show that I think could be one of the best shows in the MCU. And I think it could be really good. I think it could be really good, really cool action. And it could, much like Sam Wilson, since he's a black superhero, this could probably do the definition for War Machine as a hero. And he could actually make him one of the best heroes of all time, like they did with Sam Wilson's Captain America. I'm not saying they're going to make him the next Iron Man, but they should make him a great character like they did with Sam Wilson. Now, ever since they announced that Fox was part of Marvel now, and they're adding all the X-Men characters to the Marvel Universe, and they added Deadpool 3 as part of the MCU, I was actually kind of excited because I think with all the cameo stuff, and especially in the style of a Free Guy movie, especially with that movie had tons of cameos, a little bit of cameos actually, because it's a video game movie, I personally think you could do a Deadpool 3 film. You know, very chaotic, basically out of this world, basically kind of like the better version of Thor Love and Thunder, where this movie could just be total action sequence, comedy bit, character based, but at the same time emotional, sometimes like Free Guy, but mixed in with insanity, insane action sequences. I mean, insane everything. I mean, this film could be absolutely a masterpiece of a Deadpool film. But at the same time, you know, it probably won't be for everybody, so that's probably why it's not confirmed of where it's going to be released, but I am very still excited for this film. Now, this was a show that I was personally really excited for. I mean, the footage that they put out yesterday, where they had like shots of Spider-Man's costumes and all that stuff, that was exciting. Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil in this series. Really telling the origin story of Peter Parker in the MCU before Civil War, I thought was awesome. I think the idea of that is awesome. Seeing Charlie Cox as Daredevil again in this series, voicing him, is awesome. Though, you gotta think about it because he met him in No Way Home, but though they didn't really establish if he knows he's Daredevil or not, so who knows. Then you get Doctor Strange coming in here, which I guess he could use a spell to erase all the memories of these people. And then you get the villains, Doc Ock, Rhino, Scorpion, all these other people. And then you get Norman Osborn and Harry Osborn in the MCU, which kind of ruins the timeline of No Way Home and how they're surprised and everything. I'm hoping since Doctor Strange is in the show, they're probably going to erase the minds, and even not only the minds of these characters, but also the minds of Doctor Strange himself, so that way they can have a clear meeting in Infinity War. I'm pretty sure it will fit in the timeline of the MCU and not be a multiverse, because if they do that, that would be painful, but at the same time, I will still enjoy it for what it is. Now, ever since Spider-Man No Way Home, I was just initially excited for everything future Spider-Man. I mean, everything, because because they established his origin story, you can do great Spider-Man stories, where you can actually establish him, you know, being by himself. No Ned, no MJ, so no Aunt May, no Happy, no Stark Tech, no help of Avengers. He's all by himself. He's in an apartment, he's broke, so he has to, now he's in college, and now he's just living the life of friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Being street level, stopping the crimes in New York City. That's what true Spider-Man is. If this first film of his trilogy, it focuses on like him stopping Kraven the Hunter and then him getting the symbiote from the end credit scene of that movie, awesome. If we get to see him fight Scorpion for the first time or fight Vulture again, awesome. All I'm saying is, the next time we see Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, I do not want it to be in a multiverse project. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should do it in Spider-Man 4. That's where we see Tom Holland Spider-Man again, because that would be blatantly bad. I know he stopped for Spider-Man for a while, but hey, he did great in No Way Home, so he deserves the break, along with Andrew Garfield since he took a break too. So for me, that's my most anticipated MCU project that is unannounced of when it's coming out. And that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.